What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Z Sports and Entertainment. I am Z, coming to you from the basement. It's Thursday, guys. Got another edition of Throwback Thursday for you. Today's gonna be a real special one. Today we gonna touch the female side of things. Um, Zuri Frost, Columbia High School women's basketball class of 2012. Before we get started, I want to thank my boy Amir for this editing. I'm gonna give him a shout out. He killed this, and I appreciate you, bro, for real, for real. Also, if you told my mom happy birthday yesterday, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Let's talk about it, man. Zuri Frost. My memories of Zuri Frost go back like to middle school. Zuri Frost, I think my first memories of Zuri Frost were in 8th grade. And she was this little tiny individual, man. I mean, but personality was bright. Personality was real bright. And I remember that Columbia Middle School, like, girls basketball team. I think it was 2007, 2008. That was a long time ago, Jesus. But having the luxury of watching those girls play, like, every game before we played, it was an honor. I mean, that team was loaded. I mean, that middle school girl team was loaded. I truly believe if you would have been like kept that core 5 or 6 together, that they would have, they could have went on to potentially win 3 or 4 state championships in high school. But people grow up, true love start to actually, come out. But that team was crazy. Zuri, you had Janae Pittman. I think Jasmine Clemens was on that team. You had Ebony Johnson, shout out Ebony. Victoria Gonzalez down low eating up the boards. I think one of the Gamble sisters was on that team. I mean, that team was loaded. I mean, I remember those games were the games to come see. Didn't nobody want to come watch us play. They did. Didn't nobody want to come watch us play. I think we won our first 2 games in middle school, and it was a rough rest of the season. Let's just say that. But those girls, for real, put on the show each and every game. I mean, and as far as Zuri went, I kid you not, that young lady had at least 5 or 6 30-point games, probably more. I mean, had the ball on a string, could get anywhere on the court, and their defense was ridiculous. I remember they used to have this trap, and I kid you not, teams literally could not get the ball past half court. It was sick. It was, like I said, it was an honor. It was an honor to like truly watch them play. Because up until then, I had never witnessed like I had watched the WNBA. I had watched UConn, Tennessee, the whole NCAA women's basketball, but I had never really been impacted by firsthand experience. And for them to like, I used to look forward to watching those games. I used to look forward to sitting in the bleachers and watching those games, man. Like, crowd used to be lit. That was a fun time for me because it was we were so young, and you couldn't take anything away from anybody at that time, especially on that girls team. What sucks about that season for the young ladies, I remember them going undefeated. Perfect regular season, undefeated, all the way through the playoffs. If I am wrong, please correct me, because this is something I really want to be right about, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm not sure if that girls team won the middle school championship that year for the women's side. I know we made it. I can't remember who we played, and I can't remember if we won or not, but I don't think we won the championship that year. I think that was our only loss that year. But win, lose, or draw, that team will forever be remembered, especially by me. Um, it was crazy. Um, then you fast forward to high school, and then everything kind of starts to make sense a little bit. It's like that's when, at least for me, that's when I found out I think Zuri had a sister in Mecca, and that's when I found out about Coach Frost, who was Zuri's mom, and I'm like, okay, it's starting to make sense. They got like a whole little basketball powerhouse over there. And in my opinion, Zuri was the best. I mean, Mecca was a hooper, no doubt. But if my memory serves me right, one of the issues that Mecca had was like she couldn't stay healthy. Great hooper, balled her, you know what off, but like I remember seeing Mecca in like, knee braces, and Mecca couldn't stay healthy. I truly believe if Mecca could have stayed healthy, she would have been like D1 Power 5, no doubt. Especially under Coach Frost. Coach Frost wasn't no joke. I mean, I remember thinking, I think her name was Coach Lovett. I remember thinking Miss Lovett was the real deal in middle school, but once they got to high school and seeing how Coach Frost operated, on and off the court, she was tough. I mean, she was tough, and I mean tough in an extremely positive and good way. I feel like anytime you anytime you don't like your coach, sometimes is fun. It's good. But on the court, it translated immediately. I mean, from a visual standpoint, it's almost like the level of competition didn't change for Zuri. Like, still the same things. Ball on the string. Could get any shot she wanted. Could get anywhere on the court. And she still had a couple familiar faces from the middle school team. But like once everybody got to high school, it's like everybody's games just went to the next level. That's when they started hitting the weight room. That's when they started, seriously running a system. And that those girls teams from my time in high school, from 08 to 12, I want to say they won 2 state championships in that span, and Zuri was at the helm of it. I mean, I don't know if you guys know who Ivory Lotta is, but I remember saying that Zuri reminds me so much of Ivory Lotta. Like, and the best way to just simply break that down is she was a bucket. I mean, yes, she could pass, yes, she could dribble, but the way Zuri could control the game, get her own shot, and the key for me was to make the people around her better. That was the thing. Like, yeah, you can hoop, yeah, you can ball, yeah, you got all these skills and you got this great skill set, but like, are you making the people around you better? That's one of the things I say about Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving is great, but one of the things I don't feel Kyrie Irving does is make the people around him better. Zuri made those girls around. They all just complimented each other so well. I mean, they did. I remember them black uniforms they used to have in high school. Them was sick. They was cold. And I don't know if it was junior or senior year, but whenever Maya Spencer got to Columbia and they formed that 1-2 combo, it was nothing nobody could do with Columbia at that point. Like, with Zuri at the helm and Maya coming right behind her, and Maya was, we're going to get into Maya a little bit later down the line too, but just speaking on those two playing together, coldest female backcourt I've ever witnessed in my life. I mean, I keep up with high school sports today. I keep up with women's basketball. I keep up with all of that. And I don't know, maybe I'm home team biased, but Those two, Zuri and Maya together at the 1-2, I put them up against any other girl combo. In their primes, nobody's fucking with them. Period. Nobody's fucking with them. I mean, I truly believe Zuri could have, like, if her passion was like truly like for real been basketball, like I truly believe like Zuri could have went to the WNBA. Like if she really wanted to, like if that's what she really wanted to do, I truly believe Zuri would have made it to the WNBA. No no doubt about it. And regardless of the size, regardless of the height, regardless of, people probably questioning if she'll be able to go in there with 6'7", 6'8" centers. You had to see this woman play. She probably sounds like a myth, but like seriously, like Zuri Frost was a bucket. After high school, I don't know what school Zuri went to. Thank you, Zuri, for allowing me to witness your greatness, for allowing me to witness you give chicks buckets, for allowing me to witness you win championships, for allowing me to like for real witness you like help change the culture as far as Columbia women's basketball went, and the seriousness of it and the realness of it. I mean, and shout out to that middle school team. Shout out to Janae, Ebony, Jasmine Clemens, Victoria. I can't think of the Gamble sister's name at the time, but I remember she was a Gamble sister. Thank y'all for everything y'all did, for how y'all impacted the females under y'all coming up, because they saw that, they watched that, and you could tell that y'all kind of laid the groundwork for them to continue on as far as that winning culture and that winning tradition. I mean, y'all put, if you count middle school, 5, 6 hard, good years into this thing, man, and y'all, the results that y'all came up with were unbelievable. So thank you for all of that. And again, if you don't know who Zuri Frost is, you need to check her out. I don't know if there's highlights out there. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure you can find reruns of the state championship games that they played in, but I think one of those state championship games was like was it a buzzer beater? Ooh, that's a little foggy. But I want to say one of those games ended in a buzzer beater. And I think the other one, we beat like one of the best players in the country. I think her last name was like Washington or something. She was averaging like 35. I think she was a lefty. Bro, I kid you not, we played them girls in the Coliseum and they couldn't fuck with us. They couldn't fuck with us. Like, I don't know if Maya was on that team, but I remember Zuri getting buckets that game. I remember Ebony having a big championship game. I remember Victoria coming through in the clutch. I remember those girls went to work. Like, those girls went to work. And again, I salute y'all. I appreciate y'all. And I thank y'all for everything y'all done. This is another edition of Throwback Thursday. Zuri Frost, Columbia High School class of 2012 women's basketball. Again, guys, we gonna cover everything. We gonna talk about it from the top. We gonna talk about it from the bottom. We gonna talk about all things sports, man. This was a fun edition of Throwback Thursday. I got to go back a little bit further than high school with this one. Again, Zuri, thank you, appreciate you. I wish you nothing but the best. I wish you nothing but all the luck in the world. I wish you greatness with everything you do moving forward in your life. And just keep grinding, keep going, and never lose that passion for whatever it is you're doing. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like, comment, and share. Again, this is Z Sports and Entertainment. I am Z. I appreciate y'all for watching. Z.